let me tell you something. Well, I know in the motherfucking Zach Storm, we made a requirement for us Oakland to say I caramba. That is no fucking shit to deal with, okay? This is stupid as shit, alright? I'm willing to betray the members of Funimation and everything. Wanna know why? Because you won't let one thing be on top of each other. You know, like how you're supposed to have a car on top of your own house, on top of your own kids. Literally, you say they stole all that shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It's true. But when I give it the logic that Donald always had a car, Narelle always had a car, it defeats the purpose of that Sonic game I played, didn't it? Oh yeah, that's one of the topics for the video. How I got further into Sonic due to somebody literally smoking crack, of course, and making a parody of Sonic. Literally, and how you try to imitate it, that's the first thing a bug game is supposed to do, literally, is to be on Sonic. But it couldn't because it shows tolerance and maturity. So guess what ended up happening, alright? You know, that was a good ass day yesterday, alright? Literally. So my family hit me, with 10 F-bombs. I didn't mean shit. You wanna know why? Because of what I knew about the situation. They were all whole. They were the lesbian cops saying their situation again. I'm like, bruh. I told these bitches for the thousandth time, stop, being suicidal over dumb shit. Literally, because what I tried to state, over and over again, was he didn't have a chance in high school. One thing wasn't playing off for each other, like how it should have. If it was to sum up, literally. Just like now, but it's different. What I mean by that is that literally, I call that bullshit that when one thing was playing off each other, literally, like when I was watching fairy tale shit, that the concept wasn't being fully fulfilled, alright? But actually, the reality of the shit is that you don't understand something, okay? I am telling you, alright? That's more far away. Literally, okay. I am telling you, alright? You lost the minute I started posting those comics, alright? Literally, and what I did yesterday was I made my final bow. Like Vegeta, his final atonement. Literally, that's what I did yesterday. When I showed you the final fucking flash of the series. You're not supposed to disagree with it. Okay, anyway, what happened was this, alright? So you saw that kick-ass gameplay of Charmy's ass. Leave Charmy's ass and Tintin's ass. Neji's ass and Charmy's ass. Okay, anyway. Fucking, what happened was that big-ass backwood was good. The difference between the backwood, literally spoke out the pipe, literally. That's the whole reason why I went to Oakland yesterday. I was supposed to do it today. But when I smoked out the pipe, what ended up happening was it was too strong for me. So I spoke to Doobie, and guess what ended up happening? The game worked correctly. Literally, I got a perfect wing sub. Literally, Stella came back to Vegeta. Literally, the second season, the second episode. Literally, and, what happened was fucking the backwood hits hard. Why? Because of tobacco. The tobacco literally takes out some of the THC. Alright? Isaiah said that shit one time, okay? Now, where it comes down to it, alright? Literally, what ends up happening is the game's working perfectly. Literally, everything's playing off of each other. Literally, so guess what happens? Literally, when my grandma literally comes through the door, alright? She thought it was cool because I was smoking because Uncle Tommy has a road, but he smokes all day medically, alright? Literally, so what ends up happening? Literally, and sees school all of a sudden, the lesbian cops get their alarm. Oh, he's the only one that have an argument for his family. Literally, and then grandma yells, literally, out of nowhere, saying, stop smoking weed, stop smoking weed. They say start smoking that fat. Literally, guess what Uncle Tommy said, 2 weeks ago, that he only weighs 125. Alright? Anyway, what ends up fucking happening, right? Literally, that's a DBZ hit. You know how I didn't feel it? You know how I didn't feel the whole thing? Because of the whole move I made yesterday in Oakland, alright? Literally, because I played that fucking Charmy game, because I did all that shit, that's why it stopped phasing me, alright? Literally, so now get what I have to say. Literally, wait till I go back to Chabot. No, it's fucked up, isn't it? Literally, and trust me, now my mom has a running gag. Literally, no, we are going there. No, we are going there. The dumbass actually double imply how much I'm scoring. Literally, I told you 1,000 times. What's the whole point of how high I'm scoring when you can trip on Samurai Jack? What, you gonna treat me to prison? Literally, and you're not proving your point by making mankind prison. All right, it's stupid. It's the stupidest shit in the whole wide world. Literally, there was this time that I was watching the Dave Chappelle skit. Literally, it was back when I was in 8th grade. He's like, man, those balls are smooth as eggs. And it's true. It's really, really true. So when I play, Jasmine Yu-Gi-Oh, this and that, literally, see how that rotates? Literally, when they rotate, I'll call it what's whole. What's whole literally is diluted. Because all you want to do was get ready to little race, little this and that. Literally, now Eris knows is a fucking time clock. All they're doing is fucking deviant art fucking sophomore year. It's stupid. It's really fucking stupid, alright? Now, if this is an emergency from NASA, the full school lately that played the most into my music career, Kennedy, especially, John F. Kennedy with Zach, all right? You already gathered him and his girlfriend in school, still is the best school. Washington, Lily is up there. Lily looks just like, Migos, Smeggy, all right? Literally, but guess what is the actually biggest fan base? Literally, all the high schools in Fremont, American, because they go in, literally, they feel the touch, they feel everything. Literally, there was one Asian guy literally that made me shout like Otto and Hyper Team Hunger Force. I'm like, literally, okay, well, don't be hallucinating up there with your skinny little build. Think I want to stay here all the way to I'm 35. But the whole point, literally, you're supposed to be over 30 driving. I'm done. Literally, I looked it up and it was 55, literally, but it wasn't before. All right, that's the shit that you call out. All right, all those fuses, all that gay people, literally, dropped together and Dodge, literally, Harrison's on that shit. So I'm like, fuck you. All right. It's true. It's really true. Literally, you're gonna understand the reason why OG is cousin Alberto, literally, and fucking Mike and Country and them literally want to stay in the feeling. I fell back on grandma's generation. All right. So it doesn't fucking matter. Literally, you need to understand. And based from, I'm automatically Walter. So it's stupid. It's the stupidest shit in the whole wide world. Literally, I can't believe you don't want skills to be anime. Literally, I get mirages, literally, that I'm saying shit that I don't want to say. Well, while I'm crossing Omar, literally, already back in high school and wearing the orange shit. I get all that shit. But I let it go. I let it go. You want to know why? Literally, because you challenged me to get in prison. You challenged me to get it. You died, I died. And look what I did to Rob. All right? It's stupid. Do not challenge me, because you're fucking, you still want to be in your comfort zone, literally. You're not mature, literally. You don't want the short end of the stick. And I'm done. I'm really, really done, all right? That was the whole thing. You imagine it? Literally didn't happen. Literally, and that shit was fire. Literally, see, I can go more. Literally, that's the fucking problem with the situation, all right? And you're not making it whole, all right? And there's one more thing I have to say, but then I would disrespect, literally, my relationship with people, okay? My relationship with people is why you don't give me, 5150, in prison as quickly as you want to be, all right? Literally, and plus I play off information. I play after girls being on me 9 times out of 10, but guess what ends up happening? I want something devastating in the house happening, like, yo, you got this structure and rich, so what the fuck is wrong with you? Literally, I want a dead person to say you're unbelievably handsome, look what happened. But no, you want to play around with cover versus cover. That's why your black gang is weak. It still needs to be in your comfort zone when they do everything. Literally, my comfort zone has been broken. All right? Literally. So literally, I'm expecting literally, oh, with Jill, what's gonna happen? Literally, the worst is gonna have apple juice. Literally, so what did I do? I got where's my porn? I got a way of saying this is that. Literally, I got the conquer shit, but I didn't get to have the dreamy, literally fancy fucking DreamWorks feeling side by side. Literally, we're a girlfriend. Literally, when I was younger. That's an even trade, bro. That's exactly what I told him, Lily. I was thinking, Lily, yo, if I get a robot, he gets a robot, it's even. That's why it's immature, all right? His age is soaring, Lily. And Lily's standard, Lily, Jordans, the type of Jordans, the definition of standard, Lily. And feelers are literally made to train for Jordans, Lily. Our fucking fashion designer will tell you that for 1,000 fucking times. And so, whoa, the Devil Rose Prada, Lily review is coming up on my channel, Lily. Lily, and then I changed my sign card to black, it doesn't mean anything, all right? Lily, it's true. It's completely fucking true, all right? Literally, and buds are so very crazy. They'll make themselves dead, try to get their information like a robot and try to get better at science. You think that shit isn't funny? Literally, that's why you need to understand a proper joke. Literally, that's why this hat, literally with the meats, is supposed to call it a 2-year-old, even though you think it's Hershey crispy like Reese. Not cool. Not cool at all, bro. Not cool, and literally the highest fucking millennium, alright? Literally, you see that shit that I just went into? It's a morph. Literally, I see all that shit. Literally, I'm like, you gotta put yourself in debt in order for this shit to get happening. And it's really, really out there. So, I just have to say, literally, fucking, that music group home is still accessible. You get what I'm saying? It's stupid. It's completely fucking stupid. Literally, I don't want, anybody, to live past this. I want you to understand, literally, where our roast is a roast. Because by saying that Uncle Tommy specifically, literally, was our war teal. Literally, this is how it happened. Our war teal. Literally, and literally, I went up, to grandma. Literally, then I went back 5 feet. Literally, I made sure street feet. That was my call lessons, literally. And when he said, stay away from mother, I'm like, I'm at least a foot away from your mother, I make sure it was straight. Literally, so then I dragged on the conversation. Literally, at the end, I said, you're the only one fooling yourself, nigga. Literally, the trick of it, literally, was this build right here. Literally, you gotta back up. Literally, if you get back up, it's powered. So I called you out for trip outside my jacket. He called out autism, all right? Literally, so what happens, literally, autism generation? Literally, so that fucking ice cream I get down the street, well, I'm thinking this old ass man, Uncle Tommy, is fucking me up. They double the probably as cause and effect ice cream. It's fucking stupid. Literally, so get your cat reels, get your fabulous soul, because I know America has a lot of food disability. I do that already, literally, and that's why literally there's no sense that affects a gangster. So you let a gangster control your entire body. You're relying on a gangster for gang or mental health. Literally, somebody can get in her pants, like an Indian my Indian therapist. I can get her pants and see her lives in a fucking gang. And guess what I do with a gang where I'm on? I told you, every single time I deal with a gang, I'm gonna deal with the more options open that's for the longevity. That's where you last your whole life. Literally, but my life now is at risk because I don't want to adapt to your so-called fucking style. No, you're not supposed to have your things at 30. You're supposed to be fooled by a gang. That's why the whole government is retarded. You're on disability until you're 55. Alright? And I'm done. I'm done. Literally, I'm out of here because what you don't understand, literally, after, I learned, once they really got old to me, why can't I put, quality videos on my channel? And I'm telling you, literally, and that standard shit that I'm saying with Demon Slayer, literally, and that's how no white person household, an Indian household feels sane, literally, by being twice explored, get the fuck out, It's true. It's very fucking true. Literally, I hear Joe's military. Literally, fucking, Joe, stay away from Britney. Stay away from Jay Lee. Literally, I do all that shit, it's crazy, all right? I can't stand it, literally, back when I was, 28, I was thinking about Ami, literally, from Puffy Ami, literally, about Scott Hogg, Cop Block Scott, literally, oh, I'm doing Jeffrey Ooh by racist media. I didn't see shit for over 5 years, literally, this beautiful woman, literally, this casket, literally, she shit for over 5 years, the reality of the situation, it was there until they need to die, and then say something. I hear fucking James the other day, I don't like how Aaron says Monopoly, and I don't like how you don't like real shit, literally, I used to be full of shit, I used to put people like James, Mariah, over them, but you put me in a situation with my uncle where it's critical, where it's dangerous to my life. All right, literally, I can't be like a full Asian person. I can't be like my mom, literally doing shit on purpose in order to knock him off so he won't have people. I can't be like that. Literally, I have to have, a bright attitude throughout all shit. And, it's true. It's really fucking true. The majority of it, why Dodge Blitz is that I'm the only one getting the pussy, and it's true. That's literally, even Uncle T agrees that's why I get in the most trouble. But you have to understand, literally, no matter what they say, no matter what was conferred to the company, they can use what's conferred to the company right now to get me 5150. I'm like, fuck you. Literally, you see fucking me, country, literally, how he came back with a basketball episode after that, anime full on with Mystic, get the fuck out of here. That one was crystal fucking clear. Who sent Omar my array, literally, if I got all my nuts in the ground, literally, I'm telling you, it's real. We really need to get out of here, man, that Metal Sonic movie was so fucking good. It's so good to, the original Sonic continuity. It's not even funny. Alright, now I'm done. Literally, there's no more getting good Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters from Black this and that. 31, you should have your own household. No, you should be more in debt. And not honestly, but let's be real here. Literally, you're still supposed to put 2 and 2 together, alright? Literally, if the government straps you down, say you have to be 55, literally lets you know I had the last laugh. So what Uncle Tommy told me right now in my soul, do you want to have the last laugh or do you finally want to take control of your life? It's not going to be, through a gang. Somebody's trying to literally get me a job through a gang because I know literally that's what they do. Literally, it's gonna be, through me in real fucking life, alright? Literally, that's why literally when I took that episode yesterday, literally, I read, Witch King, alright? So, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me at all, alright? Literally, I'm telling you, it's stupid. I said, don't fuck with me. It's not fucking funny. Literally, I clap my hands like him. Here's what I do every day. Literally, I do that. Literally, I sue the lesbian cops and they bring them back to life. So, so far, feeling my anime going back in time. Get the fuck out of here. I already know I'm fucking crazy. I accept being fucking crazy. That's why I called you out for who you are. That's why I called you a saying sound while I yelled at Uncle Tommy. Get the fuck out of here. I was a fucking Barry Hughes, the American flag. Get the fuck out of here.